is Maverick, and I am a relationship coach, a natural born psychic, and a matchmaker. And if you guys have not already, check out my show from earlier today titled Law of Attraction. I think I had like Spiritual Awakening, Law of Attraction, Ascension, very, very similar type of stuff. So I just wanted to come on here and talk about some different topics. Okay. I want to start off with saying we must be the change we wish to see in the world. We're all one drop in the ocean, and there's a ripple effect. Like when you throw a pebble in the ocean and it ripples. We're all responsible for our house, our temple, right? Our body's a temple. I wanted to say we're so blessed, and I feel so blessed to be here. I'm grateful for everything that I have. Life's a series of choices, guys. Choice, accountability, responsibility, moral, duty, higher consciousness, social consciousness, social evolution. I would ask you, where do you stand and who are you? All right, so purification of the heart. Just something I'm thinking about. To clear our karma, we have to purify ourselves. Hello, new person. The number 8 is on the license plate in front of me. 8, creation, infinity, endurance, truth. Yeah, karma, interesting. So yeah, the importance of purification. I'm not doing questions, bro. All right, the importance of purification. Like a candle that's white and burning all the black down the sides. So we have to die to ourselves to be reborn. We need to balance our karma. We need to understand our karma. We need to understand ourselves. To thine own self be true. Right? Okay. So in order for me, let me just say this. There are certain things I know to be true, and there's other things I don't know. And I'm humble enough to admit if I don't know something, I'll be like, I'm not sure, I don't know. But like I said, on the contrary, there are other things I know for certain. Okay, so I'm trying to stay focused on the topic of purity real quick. Purification of the heart. It requires a series of things. Bro, what did I say? I'm not doing a question right now. Okay. I will say this, however. If you guys want to receive blessings and miracles, you have to clear away your karma. In order to receive blessings and miracles, the karma has to be cleared. So you guys may be like, well, what do you mean? Okay. You can't be touching drugs and alcohol because you're clouding your astral body. So we have to completely get rid of and right when I said that, there's a card that says, do you follow Jesus? And it has a snake on the top. I just want you guys to know that. Like, it's just, to me, it's a sign because everything is consciousness. Constantly evolutionary consciousness. Like a key with angel wings. We are evolving, right? We're transcending. And the snake represents transformation, by the way. But if you guys want to experience blessings and miracles, you cannot be touching. You have to die to the old self. We have to put off the old man. So ego stuff. No drugs, no alcohol, no lust. Lust can come from a lot of things. Checking people out, dating sites, pornography. Come on, man. But I'm not here to lecture you guys. That's not what I'm not here. I don't want to lecture you. I'm trying to teach you guys. So when you guys start to clear your astral body, you'll start to experience blessings and miracles. there's a reward when we put off the old man. Basically, when we identify the ego and we dissolve it. So when we identify it and we dissolve it, or we remove the ego, that is when we're blessed. That's when the miracles can flow. The blessings will come. So ego is edging God out, ego, and the ego is not your amigo. The ego is like a wall. It's a divide. It's a barrier. It's equivalent to sin, if you will, without the judgment, so to speak. Like, it's more impartial, more objective, without the judgment. The ego, aka sin, also known as sin or darkness, will block the path. It will block the blessings. You said from self-pleasure? Is that what you're asking? Yes, actually. Yeah. Okay. So, anyway, I'm not going to get into that right now. It's a path. It's a path. We're on an evolutionary path, folks, an ascension path. Now, hold on a second. I got to pay attention here. There we go. RAV4 in front of me. Okay, 99 on the license plate. 7799 is what that plate says. Symbolic, but I won't go into details on all that. All right, anyways. Angel numbers, by the way. Okay, so back to what I was saying to you guys. We must be the change we wish to see in the world. I know that for sure. I know that all change starts with us. And I know that we are blocking our own miracles and blessings. You might have heard the phrase, you are your own worst enemy. It's true. Doubt is sin, and sin is ego. Ego is sin is ego. It's the same thing. And I don't care if people are going to argue with me and say, no, it's not. Okay, to each his own. Okay, like I said, I'm here to teach what I know in my heart and my soul. Ego and sin are synonymous. Without the judgment, though. I mean, okay, so it's a state of ignorance is what it is. That's what ego is. That's what sin is. You're basically in a fallen state or a state of ignorance. The triangle upside down versus up, which is the sun, which is Leo, which is awareness, which is the lion. Yeah, you guys get what I'm saying. I'm talking in a lot of metaphor here. Some of you guys might understand. Some of you guys may not understand, and that's okay. The upside down triangle is the moon. It's the subconscious. It's the snake. It's the crow. It's, the raven. Subconscious. It's death. All right, so we have to put off the old man. Yeah, we have to put off the old man to be reborn, to receive the light, which is the triangle upright. We have to receive the light, the awakening, the awareness. The snake is Kundalini awakening. It's connected to the number 8, by the way. The snake. He said, no wonder I've been seeing a lot of triangles. I mean, yeah. So change is key right here. And transformation. All of growth and all of transformation, all of change is key, is what I'm trying to say to you guys. All right, what else I want to share with you? What else I want to say is we're meant to be the change that we wish to see in the world. We're all fractions of light. Every single person is a segment, a fragment of light, of the greater whole. Each one of us. You said your stuff is so amazing. Watching you has just made my day. You're really beautiful and amazing. Aw, thank you. You said your energy makes this live so much fun. Thank you. I'm just sharing like what I know and equally what I don't know. So yeah, let me think what else to share with you guys. Yeah, we're on an evolutionary path to grace and truth and justice, and world change. I mean, honestly, unconditional love in this world. Fear, doubt, is sin, also known as ego, which is edging God out. EGO, edging God out. You're out of the garden, right? You're out of the kingdom when you're in that lower domain. It's the 3D astral plane is what it is. All right, let me see what else here. I just wanted to say I feel blessed for being here right now. And I want you guys to know this, and this is another thing I know. Okay? You can have the purest of your heart's desire. And I don't mean that from a place of assumption or materialization, like materialism. You can have what's in your heart's desire. Your heart's desire. But it requires certain steps and discipline, moral discipline. You have to die to the old self. Remember what I said to you guys. Your heart's desire will not be answered until and as you die to your old self, your sin, your ego, the lower astral body. So you guys have to recognize it. You guys have to know what it looks like. It's drugs, it's sex, it's alcohol, it's gluttony, it's greed. And we have to recognize it. Because if you don't, you can't reach that higher state of consciousness, and you're going to get stuck and you're going to get trapped in this physical 3D realm. Karma, there's going to be a lot of karma. Let's say that. I'm trying to think. So I let my thoughts come, I will say that we're all meant to be whole, and there's a way for all of us to be whole. I believe in organic. I believe in natural. I believe that God made it so that there's a remedy for everything and everyone. We're made to be whole. I think that sickness, in my personal opinion, now mind you, disclaimer, guys, disclaimer, I'm not a medical doctor. My grandparents were, both of them, but I'm not. So I cannot treat or diagnose. But I personally believe that sickness is a result of a spiritual malady. I've witnessed it. By the way, I smell soap, and I know this is going to sound really weird. I'm a legit psychic, but somebody must have just gotten out of the shower, or it's bar soap. I want to be real specific. So, just random note, but I do smell bar soap. Little side note there. Johan, just, you can listen to my chat and see, see if I answer your question for you. All I know is, you guys, we're meant to evolve, and all change starts with you and me, you and I. And I'm going to say this, it's never, ever too late to change your life, ever. What I was saying, though, is sickness, in my personal opinion, my experience, my wisdom, is a direct result of a spiritual malady. It's a result of being in the dark, of being in ignorance, aka the dark, also known as the dark. And when we get sick, it's God or our consciousness. So God's way of saying, I need you to slow down and give your attention to me. You're going the wrong direction. When you guys get sick, when we get sick, God is saying, you're going the wrong direction. I need your attention. I've seen it every time, more than once. It took me a long time of seeing that pattern, and I finally recognized it by the grace of God. So heed caution, folks, because that's God's way of shaking you and awakening you. Or you could just say, like, it's the opposite. You could say it's a lack of your truth. It's a lack of you giving your time and energy to the light, to God, to your higher self. And that's why why we get sick. Why are there people that never get sick? Okay, why? There's a light. Their eye is turned on the light, like a pyramid, consciousness, like Egyptian pyramid. It's turned towards the light, towards the awareness, like the cross with the little an onx cross, Just telling you guys what I'm seeing, like the images that I'm seeing. You're meant to be whole. You're not meant to get sick. We are not meant to get sick, folks. And it stems from a lack of awareness, a lack of spiritual substance, a lack of insight into our true nature. I'm going to tell you guys this, and this is the truth. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I wasn't sick. I didn't get sick for 10 years, just so you know. 10 entire years, I never, ever got sick, never had the flu, nothing, for 10 years. And what I'm telling you is it's a malady. It's a spiritual malady. So if you guys get sick, you need to turn to the light. You need to turn to God. It means you're in the dark. Light needs to be shed on your soul, man. Yeah. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Maverick, and I do a psychic show 5 nights a week at 5 p.m. I'm a legit psychic. I'm also a matchmaker and a dating coach. But right now we're talking philosophy, we're talking spirituality. You guys can do anything you put your minds to, but we have to die to the old self. I cannot emphasize that enough. You absolutely must treat your body as a temple, 100% as a temple. No drugs, no sex, no alcohol, no gluttony, no lust. It must be eradicated. And when you do that, you're purifying your core, man, like an apple core. You're authentic. Then you stay healthy, and the blessings and the miracles will come, and they can flow through you. Okay, what else I want to say to you guys? Purifying the heart has so many rewards. Love, L-O-V-E in capital letters. Purifying the heart. I'm going to say this again. It chokes me up, man. I literally want to cry. Purifying the heart, okay, has its rewards. Love, L-O-V-E. Unconditional. We see, guys, we're all brothers and sisters on this journey we call life. This evolutionary, like a key with wings, like Jacob's ladder, like the Ascension, this evolutionary consciousness to a higher self. We're children of God, pieces of this big, larger fragment. The whole, the greater whole pieces, yeah. And we're all meant to ascend. We're all meant to rise above the old. Jesus' resurrection, dying to the old self, being reborn into the new, right? The new body, mind, body, soul, and spirit. New consciousness. Now, this is where it gets really trippy. Everything and everyone is a reflection of you. Of you? Yes. Of your essence, of your being. Your being, guys. Your energy body, your being. Whatever you are, the world reflects it. You think it's outside of you, but it's not. It's pretty trippy. Yeah, the vibration that you guys are, the vibration that you are, your essence and your being from your heart to your soul gets projected out and it boomerangs back. Boomerangs. I said this in my last show, but I used to go hiking a lot. And I would see about 25 people. And I tested this theory. I did a social experiment as a social philosopher. And I did this testing. And it's true, whatever you put out, whatever energy you are holding in your container, in your essence, in your body, it gets reflected right back at you. I observed it, like the observer effect. I watched it, and it's true. If you're fearful, if the fear is in your body, you're going to attract situations that are fearful. I guarantee you. And you're creating karma like that. Like the key and the loop, right? You're creating karma by your vibration, by what you put out, creates an experience. More and more becomes a pattern. It's time to break the cycle, the generational curses, man. Yeah. And let me say this. Fear is ego, or in Christian terms, it's sin. Sin is ego, ego is sin. Edging God out, because they can't coexist. You can't serve two masters. You can't be in fear and quote faith at the same time. You can't be scared and be in faith, because the whole thing about faith is you trust, you believe fully. So when you're in ego sin, meaning fear, I mean you're in fear, you guys are going to get circumstances just like that. I was bit by a dog twice during my experiment. My social experiment. Yeah, I know some of us are a little crazy, aren't we? That's okay. You shouldn't be worried about what society thinks about you. At this point, I could give two rats of a shit. Two shits, quite frankly. And by the way, cuss words, let me just say this about cuss words. They're a word. Let's be honest, folks. Why are you so threatened by them? Have you ever considered that? You know, I was asking these questions years ago. What I'm asking you guys right now, this Socrates, you know, my kind of Plato Socrates, the way that I'm thinking right now, I asked this shit years ago. But ask yourself why you're so offended by the fuck bomb. Okay? Why does that fucking piss you off? Do you guys ever wonder that? I mean, before you get your panties in a bunch and shit yourself, why don't you ask yourself, why the fuck does it piss you off so much? I mean, do you stop to think for a single second why it offends you? More or less, no, more or less, are you curious? With a capital C, that's the question. Are you curious why it bothers you so much? Is it because of what you've been taught? Maybe. Yeah, the 3D expectations, the 3D culture that has infiltrated your brain. I mean, do we think about these things? Instead, some of you like to label me and say, "Oh my God, and you must not believe in God because you're cussing." Oh, sorry, am I being a little satire, a little taboo right now? But no, seriously. Why? Why does it bother you so much? Because you've been taught something? Did you ever stop for a second to question your fucking beliefs? I'm sorry, am I offending some people? Fuck, dude, my bad. No, seriously. Conscious, deliberate effort. I mean, honestly, though, we need to question our beliefs. Like, you guys can't, I mean, we can't just be sheep and be like cattle and just be sheep fed, you know, cattle fed. You gotta stop sometimes and question the things that you've been taught in life. Because words, it's just a human interpretation you're assigning to it. You're assigning meaning to a fucking word, dude. That's really what you're doing. And then what comes with the assignment, not only are you assigning meaning, fictitious meaning. Oh, that's a bad word. Oh my gosh, you shouldn't fucking talk that way. That's it. Not only are you guys assigning meaning, but then you're making a moral judgment. Oh man, that's pretty fucking I mean, that's pretty like confining. That's pretty imprisoning to me. I don't know about you. Like, this is what I mean. We need to question ourselves because we're taught all this shit to control us in life. You know, a lot of religion is used to control the mass population. Yeah? I bet you guys never thought about that. I mean, maybe some of you. Some of you, I'm sure, did. I won't insult everybody. But no, honestly. You know, it's like a rule book. They tell you how to live your life, right? Because a lot of it is aimed at and used to control you. Just like big pharma. Pharmaceutical industry and this dumbass psychology bullshit. Debunk it, man. Yeah, let's make up a pseudoscience where we're going to label people schizophrenic and PTSD and narcissistic. And then we start to believe it because we've been fed this bullshit label this societal labels, right? To try to control people, to have power and authority. Same thing as big fucking pharma, right? Wake up. Wake up, man. Yeah, we gotta wake up. All right, so back to what I was gonna say. What do I want to say? Love. Okay, there we go. Purity of heart. Love. So how can we get ourselves to where we need to get? Well, we got to be honest with ourselves, number one, which means we have to recognize what ego looks like. Any kind of, like, when we take things personal, we're in our ego. So when you're like, oh my God, you know, I'm such a victim, or oh, he victimized me, or oh, she was abusive, she was a bad girl, or he was a bad boy. We're in our ego. Separation consciousness. Yeah, a lot of people stay stuck there. A lot of people make a lot of money off of it too, like therapists. Yeah, therapists, that's right. You know, it seems like they're helping you, right? In therapy. I mean, it seems that way. But you got to understand the underlying structure of control, right? You know, status, authority, control. Don't be a fool, man. Don't be a sheep and buy everything, you know, believe everything you fucking hear. I used to watch the Power Rangers. I'm not a Power Ranger. To answer your question, bro, I like the green Power Ranger. I used to. Like I said, I don't watch TV. I mean, I hardly ever watched, even back in the day, I hardly ever watched TV. I don't like TV. I don't like it. I don't support it. I will never, ever own a fucking television. And quite frankly, there's certain things I'm really against. I have really set strict, like very, very strong opinions on certain things. And one of them is a television. Yeah, the art of television. I think they should be broken and destroyed and dumped in the dumpster. All of them. I hate televisions, and I hate alcohol, and I hate drugs. People fuck around, they cheat, they lie, they do fucked up shit, they commit suicide when they're using drugs and alcohol, they crash into other people's cars, I mean, our body is a temple, man. Remember what I said to you guys? Our body is a temple. How can we go from this lower astral body to the higher consciousness, the higher state of consciousness where we can be a change maker? I mean, do you think that we're here to serve ourselves? No. We're not here to serve ourselves. We're here to serve. We're here to be a mirror. We're children of God. So we're here to be a mirror of consciousness, to create change and love in society, to transcend our ego and rise above ourselves, like our small self with the small s, the small s, our small self to the higher consciousness, enlightenment. Well, awareness, self-mastery, I mean, whatever. You know, you could put a lot of terms on it, right? So, yeah. I'm not saying like you're a bad person. You're just ignorant. I mean, I say that objectively, not from a moral judgment or anything. You know, we're all on this path and we're just asleep. We're just children of God. We're just pieces of the greater whole, man. Trying to ascend, trying to get out of the pain and suffering. Well, one thing is, if when you guys identify with it, you're in your ego and you're attached to your pain and suffering. You're causing your own suffering. Because let me say this, nobody really does anything to you. It's not personal. It's not to you. It may seem like it. Like it might seem like that person lied to you, like they cheated on you, but that's your own ego, your false identity. Yeah. Just saying. So it starts with awareness. Becoming aware and moving towards the universal love, right? And I'm not talking about fucking multiple people. I don't want to hear that fucking hippie shit. Yeah, let's fuck whoever we want. Universal love, baby. No, dude, that's self-gratification, just like masturbation. Don't be fucking masturbating. No self-gratifying, no fucking, being in adultery and lust, and yeah, that ego stuff. That lower astral body was going to backfire. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to scare you guys. But I know this. I know this, that when we're in the dark, when we're not doing the 5 values that I teach you guys. So if you guys are doing that hippie love and you're fucking around, something's going to happen. I'm not trying to be mean, but if you get an STD, just remember what I said. Remember what I said. You hang out with the wrong crowd too. It's not good. So I'm just telling you guys, you are responsible. You are a change agent. You're meant to change your life and be an example for society, man. I'm not saying you're a bad person. Nobody's applying any moral judgments to you. But what I'm saying is the path. You can't be free of karma and bondage, like the Wheel of Fortune card in reverse. You can't go forward. You're going to stay stuck in reverse. With the 10, the Wheel of Fortune, the fate card, man. It's an ill fate. It's the ill will. Like the number 8, it's got two directions. The number 8. There's 2 sides of the 8. Which one do you guys want to be on? Fate. Come on now. See what I'm saying? So yeah. Love. Love. The green heart chakra. Pink heart chakra. Love. Unconditional love. Unconditional love is not having boundaries. Let me say that again, because I think some of you guys need to hear this. Unconditional love is not having any boundaries. In fact, quite the contrary. You have to have boundaries. In fact, if you love yourself, you will absolutely have boundaries. Boundaries are key to self-respect. Right here. And what's meant for you will be. It'll come to you. Or it'll come back to you. You have to love yourself, number 1, with God. Which means you have to kill your old self. You have to die to your old self. Die to your ego, which means you have to recognize your ego. How do I teach you guys about what it looks like? The 5 values are the ego. It doesn't mean you're bad. If you're not doing these values, you're not bad. You're just going to have bad karma and consequences, and you will not be blessed or favored or enlightened or healed. So let me say that again. The 5 values I teach you guys. When you guys are doing the opposite, so a lack of honesty, a lack of respect, a lack of communication, meaning you're being evasive, you're not communicating, you have, there's blocking occurring. You know what I'm saying? There's a lack of accountability, a lack of commitment, lack of faithfulness. When you guys do these things, there's bad karma. You can't move forward. You're going backwards as in terms of the Wheel of Fortune card. You can't move forward. You're blocking your blessings. So look, learning right here is key. Awareness is key. And you can't see the thing is, like, your environment, if you're hanging out with people that are not honoring these values, you're not being, number 1, honest with yourself. There's no honesty. Remember what I said, you guys have to live out the 5 values in order to receive A, blessings, B, miracles, C, healing. In order to achieve or attain or enlightenment. You can't get there when you guys are blocking the blessings by staying in your ego, which is sin, which is the darkness. And I'm just telling you guys, there's so many rewards when you're in the light. The 5 values that I teach you guys will move the wheel. It's going to move the wheel, man. You said, I like your shirt, the white shirt. Thank you. When you guys are in the 5 values that I teach you, you're going to move the karmic wheel. There's going to be change, positive change, the awareness, the doors will open, the possibility will open for you guys. But when you guys are resisting, which is upside down, it's the circle upside down, it's the 5 values upside down. When you guys are resisting, the 10 Wheel of Fortune card is in reverse. You guys are in reverse. You're blocking your blessings, you're blocking your growth, you're blocking your change, and there's death. There's death with that. You can't change. You can't be the change in society. You're not loving yourself. You're blocking your blessings and your growth. So I want to teach you guys, follow your own heart, and when you get honest with yourself, you'll see that these 5 values will unlock the gates, the miracles, the blessings, the change, the growth, the consciousness. You got to stick to them too. And it takes courage. It takes dying to your old self. You're going to be scared. You're going to be afraid to let people go. But you have to love the principles. You have to love integrity. The truth, with a capital T, man. The truth. The 5 values. Okay? You got to love it more than anything. You got to love that truth, that wholeness. And I'm not saying you're a bad person. If you guys aren't living out those 5 values, there's no moral judgment here. I'm talking about a lack of fulfillment. It's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's a lack of love, a lack of self-trust, a lack of trust for others. You're going the wrong direction, folks. Look, if I could do it, you guys can do it. I just want to say, dear Heavenly Father, I pray for everybody to be blessed in this chat room. Miracles, wonders. Our bodies are made to heal, 100% heal. I told you guys what I feel about sickness, and I strongly believe that. It's a deviation from the light. God is saying, I want your attention. I need your attention. I need you to focus on me. I need you to focus on the light. When you guys are sick, okay, mark my word. And yes, I was not sick for 10 solid years, man. 10 years. So I want to repent right now. I want to raise my hand right now. Anything that I have done out of ignorance, and that's what it's called, is ignorance. It's the triangle upside down. It's the 5 values upside down. It's the, I think it's like the animus. Yeah, it's the animus. It's the dark, the shadow. You said, God bless you, Maverick. Have you been in touch with your twin flame recently? Yeah, I am in twin flame separation phase right now. So we're in a healing phase at this particular moment. My twin is doing their healing and I'm doing my healing. I'm only responsible for myself. I can only be accountable for myself. And pray. I don't judge. Not judging my twin. I'm not judging anyone else. I am 100% responsible for my own life, my heart and soul, man. And I raise my hand. I repent for any ignorance, any judgment, that I have made out of ignorance. Anything that I have done that is not of the light. Heavenly Father, I pray that you wash us of all of our sin, meaning our ego, our darkness, our shadow, that you cleanse us to live pure lives with the 5 values. Honesty. Okay, honesty. Number 1 is honesty. Are you hanging out with people that refuse to embrace the light? Then you're not being honest with yourself. The Bible talks about not hanging out with sinners. So people in the dark, remember, sin is ego, and ego is sin. Ego is edging God out. Ego and sin are the same thing. The 5 values upside down is what sin is. So are you hanging out with karmics? Are you hanging out with people that drink, that smoke, that do drugs? You're not being honest with yourself. Bad company corrupts good character. You can laugh at it. Satire, right? You could laugh at it all you want. I'm teaching you guys some wisdom. And I certainly don't have all the answers, nor am I proclaiming to. For that would be arrogant. I'm not proclaiming to. So don't project. I'm sure some people in here are going to project onto me and be like, well, don't you know everything, smarty pants? No, I'm not proclaiming to know everything by any means, no. I'm sharing my wisdom, my growth, and my insight from the grace from God, from God. God can change and transform each and every one of us, but we have to be willing, and sometimes we have to hit rock bottom before we can change. I don't want to see that from you guys. I don't want you guys to get sick. I don't want you guys to fucking get an STD. I don't want you guys to get ill because you guys are choosing to stay on the wrong side of the fucking tracks, man. Consciousness, the wrong side of the street, the wrong side of the track. You guys have a choice, and there's this couple making out right in front of me in this truck. It's funny. It's like, really? Anyways, shit, dude. I'm sorry. That kind of reminded me of something. I'm just like, whatever. It's just like, it was so cute. That was adorable. Like these little love bugs. All right, I'm done laughing. Okay. Anyways, listen, God will reward you guys. I promise you. We just have to do the right thing. And what is the right thing? It's not what you fucking think it is, okay? It's not your ego. It's not your mind. You can justify. That's the trap of the mind, of the ego. Is you justify. You're like, "Oh, this is okay if I do this. It's okay because blah 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 blah." This is why I give you guys a definitive, objective system right here. The 5 values that God gave me. Okay, I did not just come up with these values or these principles. I didn't just come up with them. I received it during revelation. Honesty, okay, respect, communication, accountability, and commitment. Commitment is loyalty, it's investment, it's patience, it's perseverance. Yeah, so it doesn't matter how long you've known this person. You have to take care of yourself first. You guys have to put the oxygen mask on you first before you can take care of anyone else. So sometimes we have to till our garden. That means we need to, till it. We got to get rid of people, not because they're bad. Nobody's judging these people. But it comes down to you and God, and just you and God, man. And you got to get rid of as much material things as you can. I like to lead a life of it. What is it? Aesthetic. Is that aesthetic? I think that's how you say it. Aesthetic life. Nah, I don't like a lot of stuff. Because stuff is heavy. It's dense in the energetic realm. It's dense. It deters, it distracts. So the less stuff, the more clear our minds, which is aesthetic, being an aesthetic. But yeah. You said, what did you study in college? Well, I entered initially for criminology. Initially, I wanted to do the SWAT team or FBI or the Drug Enforcement Agency initially. And then I double majored in psychology. This was before I found out it was a fraud, that it's a big hoax. And if you guys want to watch a video on why it's a hoax, go to my 2026 January playlist. So go to my profile on YouTube and look for January 26th with a tree. Specifically, you're going to see a green tree. And then you could watch that video that talks about mental illness is a hoax. But I went to school for criminology, and then I double majored in psychology to be a forensic psychologist. That was my passion, was forensic psychology. My grandparents were both psychiatrists, psychologists, and medical doctors, both of my grandparents. But I am against it, and I don't want to get into the details on it. You guys can look it up on my profile. My favorite classes in school were algebra and art. Let's see, photography and philosophy and religion. Those are my favorite things to study. It's kind of weird, huh? Art, philosophy, photography, but then I throw in science or math. I loved algebra. Absolutely loved algebra. I was in advanced algebra and advanced art. I was, yeah, I was in a lot of advanced classes, but okay, back to what we were talking about. What I was saying to you guys. So the evolution of the human soul, man, and love, Love, love. To love another, to love thy, to love another, we have to love ourself, our higher self connected to God. So we have to get rid of our ego, dissolve the ego, the darkness. See, to develop greater trust in ourself, our real higher self, it's connected to God, the Almighty, meaning the Creator, Source, Allah, higher power, universal consciousness. You know, guys, I'm grateful for everything that I have. Speaking to you guys right now, I feel like we're blessed, every single person here. You're meant to live a life of awe, of inspiration, of growth, of evolution, of love, of generosity, of spirit, you know, of a spirit of giving, of loving, of, yeah, it's, and I'm going to tell you this, God can heal your body fully. We were made to be able to heal our own bodies, and people were made to heal, to help us heal, like change agents. Our bodies are meant, like they're made. Everything we need in this world to heal, it's here. That's an interesting question. You said, "Are you a Christian?" That's a really interesting question. I would like to say yes. I mean, I would like to say yes. I have my own ideologies about certain things and whatnot. I don't like that some Christians drink alcohol. I think those sects and movements, the sects are not okay. SECT. We should not, as a quote Christian or believer in God or Allah or higher power, we should not be touching drugs and alcohol. That is not pure. And the only reason they used alcohol in the Bible was to purify the water that had worms in it. There was parasites. Back in the day, the water was diseased. It was full of sickness. So that's why they used alcohol, was to cleanse the water supply. And human beings have taken that throughout the centuries, and they're like, oh, it's okay if I drink. No, you're not meant to cloud your temple, your consciousness, your holy temple. So I don't agree with there's a lot of problems I have with this Christian term. I'm not saying that I'm not Christian. I mean, nobody's saying I'm not. But I certainly, I don't agree with the certain sectors of Christianity, to answer your question. I don't believe in smoking pot. I don't believe in smoking cigarettes. That's not Christian. How the fuck are you? Oh, and by the way, when I cuss, that's the other thing. It's a fucking word. But here's the thing. Christians put a label on it. And they're like, oh, that's a bad word. Says who? Who says that it's a bad word? Like, you're literally assigning a meaning. I want you guys to think about this. You are assigning a meaning to my word. I'm simply expressing myself, as the Stoic would say. Sorry, as Stoics would say, the Stoic philosophy, I'm expressing myself. And people they spin it and they turn it and they twist it, and they're like, oh no, that's a bad word. Says who? Like, who the fuck? I mean, it's a fucking word. I could call a dog a bad word. Oh my gosh, you said the word dog. Oh no, I'm offended. My ego is fucking offended. It's like, grow up and get over yourself. Like, these people are assigning these moral, I don't know how to describe it, but they're making up these rules for power and control. I mean, it's a fucking word. Like, get over yourself. Yeah, I think it's ridiculous. It's just another way to control and judge another human being. Oh, and I need to apologize. for judging people during my own fucking ignorance, for cussing, you know, for using those words. I mean, honestly, like, I'm gonna be honest, during my little, like, my Christian, okay, during certain points in my Christian journey, I judged people that used cuss words. And I apologize for that, because you guys were only expressing yourselves. So I apologize for silencing you, for judging you, because it really is a word. I mean, be careful, you guys, not to be indoctrinated and believe everything you hear, like the psychology babble, psychology hoax bullshit. And if you guys just join my channel, you guys can go to my January 26th playlist with the tree. You're gonna see a little tree. You guys can click on it and you can watch the videos on why psychology and mental illness is a hoax. You're buying into a paradigm that they've created. It's completely a pseudoscience. It's not like, okay, you have a brain aneurysm, you can see it on the fucking x-ray, right? It's a pseudoscience that they make money off of. They have power and authority over you. They create a problem, and guess what? They're the only one to solve it, right? Where's God in all this? Where's your own fucking higher self? Where is your healing? But no, the psychologist is the ultimate authority, right? The field of just like the pharmaceutical industry. Big pharma, it's the same thing, man. They create a problem. Oh, I think that you've got PTSD. Oh, I think you have anxiety. I think you're depressed. They say this stuff to people. Well, you might be bipolar. You might be schizophrenic. You might be narcissistic. And then they solve the very person that creates the fucking problem. They preach about how they're the only one that can fucking fix it. That's sorcery. I'm sorry, guys. That's fucking sorcery right there. It's psychobabble, fake fucking science is what it is. Dude, I'm telling you right now. Real talk, man. And if you guys want to watch more videos, go to my profile. Go to my 2026 January, was it February? I'm sorry. This stuff might be my February. Yeah, it's my February mix. I apologize. It's February 2026. Okay, I'm getting a little worked up over here. I feel like a Baptist preacher or something. Sometimes that's what they do, man. They've got fans up there. I don't know if you guys have ever been to a black church. So I go to a black church, by the way, African American. And man, they've got the fans up in their face and like they're trying to catch their breath. It's like, whew. But no, like, love is where it's at. The heart of gold, transforming our hearts, going from the black, the red, the lower, the lower astral bodies up to the higher, so we can be of service to society. Yeah. I'm grateful for everything I have. I know that true love will prevail. It can't be seeking something outside of yourself. We can't seek happiness outside of ourselves in relationships. No, man. You got to become whole. You got to become, okay? Become whole within yourself. You can't expect a partner to fill you up, or a car to fill you up, or money to fill you up, or food to fill you up, or sex, or drugs, or alcohol. We have to become whole, and we got to die to our old self. We have to sacrifice all these things in order to become aligned with our higher self, with the angel wings. Ascension, right? And we have a choice. That's the thing. When do we take personal accountability? Right here is key. When do we take that personal accountability and start making these changes? Because we have to be that change we wish to see in the world. We are called to be change agents. And what you guys do to others, it comes back. What you put out, I'm going to say this again, folks. What you put out, like imagine a boomerang. You know what a boomerang, it looks like that, right? Like a triangle. Whatever you put out comes back. So keep it real and keep it fucking pure, man. You put out, boom. You said I love your vibes. Thank you. You new to my chat? Brand new to my show? Karma is real. Here's the other thing is we create our whole reality. Now you guys may not want to see that. And you may be like, no way, man, this person hurt me. No, this person stole from me. Oh no, this person did X, Y, and Z, but you don't realize that your subconscious beliefs pushed out shows up into reality. And I know a lot of you guys are like, no way, you want to be the victim. You want to adhere to victim consciousness, the 3D consciousness, the lower astral body. But I'm telling you right now, we've got to take this accountability because it's key right here. And you guys created your whole external world because of your own self-concept, your own internal beliefs projected outward. Oh man, shit. Yeah, some of y'all could laugh at me. I can just hear it right now. I hear satire, like sarcastic people. I can just hear. I know you guys are like, some of y'all are like, okay, whatever. Yeah, okay. Well, you know, when karma hits you in the face, don't forget about me. Don't forget I told you that, bro. So everything that you put out comes back. Yeah. You said I just subscribed. Cool. My name is Maverick. I'm a matchmaker. I'm a professional psychic. I'm a legit psychic. I'm not one of those froofy ass, like, you know. Dude, my psychic experiences are insane. I've had telekinesis. I've had remote viewing. I dreamt about my father's death on the exact day he died, a year after that date. My dad also came back in my dream, and he said he made it to heaven in my dream. I also saw my dad for an entire week after he passed away. I had a group of friends that saw my dad also. And I'm not joking. I mean, like every night we saw my dad's spirit. And like I said, I dreamt of it. And the night that I found the night that I dreamt of my dad dying, my printer turned on. And it printed out one thing, a smiley face on the printer. And it was lightning and it was crackling and it was so scary. I woke up that night out of bed. My heart was racing. It seemed so real. And I typed it up. I was so distraught that I grabbed my computer and I typed up the dream. And my dad would always say, don't worry, be happy. And he would sing that song all the time, my dad. Don't worry, be happy. And I told you guys, my printer turned on by itself in the middle of the night, in the middle of a thunder and lightning storm. And it printed out a smiley face. My dad died exactly to the date, okay? Look, I raised my hand. To that exact date, he died 1 year later on Mother's Day. I found my dad dead. I've had dreams, multiple dreams of things coming true. I can read straight through people, man. I can see straight through people. Is it scary? No. People ask me that all the time. They're like, isn't it scary, Maverick, to see through people? There was a guy on my friend's suggestion, like on Facebook, and I knew he had HIV. I have no experience with that. I don't know, but I knew he had it. And it's called claircognizance. Claircognizance, or as Christians put it, it's the gift of knowledge. And I said to him, I have this whole conversation screenshotted. And he's like, how did you know that? He said, I do. He said, I do. How did you know that? You could see straight through me. How did you know that? And I was able to console him. I was able to be here for this man. And this has happened with 3 people with HIV, 3 people with hepatitis. There was a girl in my show, and I said to this girl, I said, there's something wrong with the liver. Your liver. I said, I'm seeing yellow. Yellow is connected to the gut, the solar plexus, and I was seeing yellow. And I said, and I knew, it was like again, like a snap, like a claircognizance. I knew. And she went to the doctor and she ended up having hepatitis. And I'm telling you guys, this happened with cancer, multiple people with hepatitis, with cancer, including my church pastor. My church pastor. Yeah, and he healed it, by the way. Yeah, Pastor David healed his cancer with God. And I mean 100% healed his cancer. It's gone, completely gone. I'm telling you guys right now that we have everything we need to heal in society. Everything. God has equipped us with everything we possibly need. You said you're real. Yeah, I'm legit psychic. Man, it's just like this stuff I can pick up on is crazy. It's insane. All right, so what else I want to talk to you guys about? I'm trying to think what other things I might want to talk to you guys about. A few other things. Yeah, you know, just like God will put his angels and his protection over you. When we sacrifice the lower astral body, it opens a channel. And I want you guys to really know that. It opens a channel and there's divine protection, white and gold. The color is white and gold, but I'm just telling you right now, when we die to ourselves, when we die to our ego, when we make these changes, when we humble ourselves, when we get outside of ourselves. You said your hair looks great today. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Yeah. So how did you find me? All of you guys. You said we make ourselves sick just like heal? Yeah, exactly. Your thoughts and your beliefs and everything affects your life like that. 100% what you guys are saying. God wants us to heal. He's given us everything we need to heal, folks. Everything. You said doom scrolling. Oh, okay. That's how you found me? I see. You know that mental illness is a hoax? I want you to watch the videos I saved on it. There's not very many, just a couple of them, and they're in my February 2026 playlist with the little tree. So you'll see the tree icon. Yeah. So I'm not really sure what else. What else to share. I know that there's powers when you fast. There's power when you die to your old self, when you surrender your ego, you accumulate authority, spiritual authority, spiritual power from the Creator. Remember, we're all made in God's image. I'm not saying that you are God. That's not what I'm saying. But we're made in his image. And there's spiritual authority and spiritual keys. There's priesthood keys. Yeah, some of you are like, what are you talking about, Mav? Just, you guys, hang in there. You can rewatch my show. Go back to the beginning. Watch my show from earlier. You said, what's your favorite color? It's red. And black. And white. And gold. Yeah. So you never have to worry about how something's going to happen. Because you accumulate the ability to make it happen. And it's not against anybody's will. Because everybody's a reflection of you, folks. Everybody is a direct reflection of you, your essence and your being, or your lack of being. I'm going to say this again, but I used to go hiking. And I would do social experiments. And I would be in different states. Like I would be like in a loving state. And then I would do an experiment where I would be angry. I'd start thinking about something that pissed me off. Whenever I would be, okay, get it? Be, okay, angry, it pushed out an energy, a vibration, and it came back like a boot. What did I tell you guys? Look, like a boomerang or whatever. Okay, this is a boomerang, right? It swung back around. So I would be angry, and it pushed out an energy, a vibration, and the people in front of my face would do different things. One time twice I got bit by a dog in a year. Okay, and every time I was either angry or I was in fear. Both of those times. But I'm telling you guys right now, 100% that you push out an energy and people pick up on it and they reflect it. They reflect back that energy to you. So if you guys are angry, you're 100% going to get angry circumstances. You're going to get people that are angry, and you're going to get circumstances that make you angry. When you are angry, that's the vessel, man. Like alchemy, the jar, the glass jar. That's the vessel that you are in. I have a lot of lucky numbers. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay. Now that's a good question. You said, do you still like dogs? Well, the majority of people, would say no. The majority. Because they're going to be like, oh, I had a bad experience. Fuck that. I hate dogs. But no, I'm not ignorant. I'm not going to do that. Why would I judge a dog? First of all, I created that experience. I energetically attracted that experience to me. So why the fuck would I take it out on an innocent dog? Most people would say, I hate men. I hate women. I hate dogs. They have some fucking experiences, and then they want to project their motherfucking ignorance like they did to the Holocaust people. And I have in my family, I'm Irish, Scottish, English, Polish, Australian, Polish, so the Jewish people. My grandfather helped the Jews escape the Nazis. He was in the military as an officer. And these poor Jewish people were projected onto. And it's the same concept. Oh, I had a bad experience with a dog. I hate dogs. Get it? That's what people do. That's what human beings do. They have a bad experience. Oh my God, this person had brown hair. And so I hate everybody with brown fucking hair. And it's, yeah, my grandfather really was, bro. So peace out. You're out of my chat room. Okay. That's crazy, dude. You said it sounds like we got some trolls up in here. Okay. All right. You lose access to my channel. I mean, hey, that's on you. Good luck to you. God bless you, bro. But yeah, that's what happens is like you asked me if I still like dogs. And I'm just going to let you know that unfortunately, most of society has a bad experience and then they hate everybody. They don't trust and they hate everybody. So I'm not going to take out my anger, the fact that I was bit by 2 dogs in a year. I'm not going to take my anger out and project outward and say I hate dogs. Secondly, I created it. Oh, you want to talk about accountability? I created it. Yeah, I know. Exactly. Love always, I love that. Absolutely love. You said love always wins. I fucking love that. And I'm not going to censor myself anymore. It's a fucking word. If you don't like it, get the fuck out of my chat room. Okay, it's a word, man. We assign meaning to that too. Oh my God, it's a bad word. Says who? Who's the fuck says it's a bad word? I mean, do you guys ever think about this stuff? Like, do you think about why you think it's a bad word? Because your parents taught you? I mean, like think about what I'm saying. Your parents taught you this. You're a bad person. They've projected all their bullshit onto you, and now you believe that shit? Guys, let's wake up. At some point, we have to fucking wake up. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, okay. You said I need a match for what? Wait, like a match? Like, I'm so literal. Sometimes I hear that, and sometimes I think you need a literal match, like start a fire kind of thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Awakened souls, man. That's what we are. There's 8 likes. My clock says 444. at 100%, and there's 18 people in here. So 12, 18, 8. 18 reduces to 9. 12 reduces to 3. 3, 12, 8, 9, 18. 100%. Anyway, master numbers. Yeah. Okay. You said, how else is the bull going to start on fire? What? You said, do you like planes? Not really. I like trains because I get to see see the nature when I'm on the train. Trains are cool. It's not a Buick, bro. All right, so like I'm trying to think what else I want to share with you guys before I get off here. Anything else I want to share with you guys? What else? What else can we talk about? Be the change you wish to see in the world, because what you put out comes back. You know, when you fix your self-concept, the very people in your life, if in your self-concept, if in your imagination, you fix the people so that they respect you, they will eventually respect you. I know there's going to be some naysayers. I know some of you guys are going to be like, no way, Maverick. No way, that's not true. Well, then it won't be in your world. Ha, 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 ha. It won't be. I'm being honest. If you really think, I'm eating up. Okay, if you guys think that, and you believe that, it's going to be what's in your world. That will be your fucking experience. Let me rewind that. If you think and you believe, okay, from your mind, your heart, and your soul, oh, this person's never going to change. Well, that's going to be your fucking reality. And you know what else? You're doubting, which is sin, which is ego, which is edging God out. Think about what I'm saying. Oh, he'll never change. She'll never change. Or worse, you label the person a fucking narcissist. The fake psychology, remember? Pseudo-psychology, right? The made up religion of psychology. Okay, so that person never will change. Everyone is you pushed out. And whatever you believe, whatever your concept is, whatever your self-concept, you push out that energy and it will be reflected back to you over time. Over time. Divine timing. You can't be like, oh, he hasn't changed yet. Oh, is he changing? Oh, it's like planting a seed. I'm going to dig up the seed. Is it growing? Let me dig the seed. Hold on. I got to check on the seed, guys. Let me check in there. Oh. No, it's not going to grow if you keep tampering with it. You plant the fucking seed. Your consciousness, everything is a reflection of you. You're connected to God, the creator, the higher self. Bro, this is how I dress. This is my style. What do you mean, why am I dressed like that? This is how I dress every day of my life. You said, as long as you're getting... Oh, we got a troll here. Let's get rid of that. Okay. You said, have you ever been outside of America? Absolutely. I've been to England. I've been to London. I've been to Paris, France. Yes. My family's from Australia. My biological family. Okay, let's see here. You said, my bad, gang. Oh, man. Do you have cats or dogs? I've had dogs and I've had cats in the past. But I don't have any of those. All right. So back to what I was saying to you guys, okay? Back to what I was saying. The world, we want to blame the world, right? We want to blame this person. We want to blame this circumstance. But what you don't realize is you created it. You don't even realize it. Most people are like, no, I didn't. He's just an asshole. No, I didn't. That just happened. I didn't control it. You don't realize you're half asleep, man. Like, you don't realize you did create it with your thoughts and your beliefs. You don't realize it. Like, I want to just shake you guys. I'm seeing a gold bell, like a Liberty bell, and it's being cracked. Enlightenment, awareness. You created it. So when you change your belief structure and you persist, you don't keep checking on the seed. You don't dig it up and be like, oh, is it growing? Oh, I'm not sure. You know, divine timing. That's a real thing. God's timing. God's timing. Yeah. Okay. So what else? Okay. What else can I say here? Let me see here. I'm trying to think. The whole world will conform to your belief in yourself, A, and B, others. Let me say that again. We'll rewind. The entire world, the external world that you guys see, your objective world, will conform to what's inside of you. You must persist, believe, and persist. And if it's not happening, you're in your own way. And I'm going to tell you one thing that will absolutely block this from happening. One thing is drugs, alcohol. 100%. Any of those 5 values upside down, you cannot manifest. I have not been to Australia. No, my grandparents were from there. You said the unity of the duality creates the holy. Okay. Facts. Yeah. So this is what I'm trying to tell you guys is we create our entire reality with and through our thoughts and our beliefs about ourselves and other people. Yeah. For real. So if people aren't treating you right, it's a reflection of you. There's something in you. You got to love yourself, man. I'm going to say that again. If people are not treating you right, they're mirroring to you what needs to be healed, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing that they're mirroring to you like a mirror. Do, bum, 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 right? There's a mirror. It's a blessing so you can heal yourself because it's in you. It's already in you. You got to heal. No one can do it for you. Accountability, man. This is key. Nobody can do it for you. In divine timing, your external world will conform to meet the internal beliefs, thoughts, and beliefs that you have about yourself, and A, yourself, and B, others. But you can't keep checking on it. You got to have faith. Yep. I know it seems real taboo or real like sacred, sacroscience or something. It seems weird. But they don't want you to know this stuff. People like certain churches, they don't want you to fucking know this shit. Are you kidding? It would take away their authority. Think about what I'm saying. Churches, if you knew this shit, it would take away your authority. Psychologists, it would take away their authority. There was a man who healed his entire psych ward. I got the King of Pentacles. I'm right there, King of Pentacles. He healed the entire psych ward through his imagination. Criminally insane psych ward. And you guys can look it up on Google. There's article after article after article, an entire criminally insane psych ward through his mind, through the power of visualization and changing his beliefs and what he's visualized, his internal dialogue. Psychology is all a game, man. It's all a fucking game. It's an illusion meant to control you so they can have money, power, and control to control society. You said, yeah, we've been confused for a reason. Exactly. Yep. It's time to awaken, folks. Time. 10 of coins. First, the King of Pentacles, which is my card, and the 10 of coins. I'm right with what I'm saying to you guys. So, I mean, what can you use? Once you awaken like a pyramid, like an Egyptian pyramid, what can you do? You could use that to help society. You could use your knowledge to climb, to help people, to love people, to further people. Kingship. King, queen. Starts with you, man. Ace of coins. All change begins. Let it begin with me. Let me say that again. The quote, let it begin with me. I must be the change I wish to see in the world. And it starts with the 5 values that I teach you guys. Living out honesty, respect, communication, accountability, and commitment. And knowing what these are. Knowing what these represent. And living them out. Because that is wholeness. And that is trust. That is self-trust. And other people are going to trust you. That is integrity. These 5 values is alignment, and integrity. Oh, Heavenly Father, King of Coins. I'm right. I can't, there's 80 cards in my deck, and I just pulled the King of Coins again. Solid, sound advice. Because I got love in my bones. So blessed. We are so blessed. You said, yeah, we have all been lied to, always been lied to about the truth about things. Exactly. Yep. So enlightened souls, awakened souls, here we are right now. King of Pentacles again. I cannot make this up, guys. I pulled it 3 times. This is my card, by the way. The King of Pentacles. And it means sound advice in this case. Sound, solid. Solid knowledge, solid wisdom. Wake up, wake up. Wake up. What is that song? Wake up, pretty Susie. Wake up. Yeah, wake up. You guys know that 50 song? Wake up. All right. Yes. You said the Queen of Pentacles? Oh. Yeah, you said. I agree. All right, guys. I'm going to let you guys go. But what I want to encourage you guys is watch this video from the beginning. Like, go back. And I also want to encourage you guys to go to my last video that I made earlier this afternoon. The one from earlier is called, I think it's called Law of Attraction. I don't know. But check it out, my other videos. And thank you guys for the likes. Thank you guys for the shares. And I'll see you guys for some psychic readings. Yes, I do psychic readings. So next week at 5:30 p.m. California time. All right. Thank you guys, all of you. God bless all of you souls. I appreciate you. See you guys later.